What's going on, my friends? It's been a moment since I have gotten on here and rapped a little bit. I tell you, it's just been a busy week, I guess. Sorry, my camera's a little wobbly here. Give me just 1 second, and we'll fix the balance here. Perfect. How's that? I think that's cool. The noise you hear is I've got the car running, letting the vehicle cool with the cruising comfort the air conditioning, and the inside is on this too. So once this thing, it's 82 degrees now. Once it's 80, this will cut off. I'll turn the vehicle off. So it's kind of meeting them in the middle. We've been lucky with the rain we've had. It hadn't been real hot days the last couple of days. Knock on wood. Knock on wood there on that deal. Anyway, I'm going to get on here. I want to talk more about portable power, because probably a reason I'm going to talk about that. I think it's pretty cool. I'm thinking about a lot of stuff here, and probably will want to talk more about that. I'll tell you, I talked a lot about if you want to get into van life, the biggest thing you need to think about is what I've said this before. What do you really want by space? What do you want, the amenities that you want? I remember I said take your daily life, take everything you live with, and just what you would live with the most, and just put that on top of RV or van life. It doesn't just pertain to vans, because I have a van here that's customized out to like an RV. It pertains to RVs too. It's no different. It's all what you want out of it. That's why I wonder why some people just kind of get all irritated when they follow a van channel and then they get an RV. And look, well, why'd you do that? You killed the whole thing. No, it's not that. It's whatever suits your needs. That's kind of been on my mind here. I had an RV before I built this van. I really wanted to do the van life, and I love it. It's cool. It really is. I love this thing, man. There's not much I'd change about it. Honestly, I think I'd put where this cabinet is, maybe a closet with a shower, or just a drain where you can have a shower. You've got, those portable rechargeable showers. You could take 5 gallons and just have the drain pan and everything waterproof. And then my toilet would go in there. And then maybe some overheads or something. But other than that, there's not a lot. You can convert the space. Like I say, when I get my cushion, I can still convert the bench space to desk. But I think with my situation, I've been thinking a lot about wanting to split the divvy a little bit. In other words, I require a space to work with where I want my studio gear to be in one place permanently for the most part, that I'm living in something. And I sacrifice the desk for the bench, which can be both, but I can't permanently just put all my music gear on there, if you catch my drift, my studio stuff, because I compose music full time. And the whole shower thing is, that's a big thing in van life. If you don't care and you have means to have a drain pan or do a portable shower, there's people that can do it. So cool. And I will do it when I travel, is have that portable type shower. I'm going to get me one, and have some sort of either a pan or something you can stand in, or a tin, or some way to have it if I need it. My thing is when I'm home like I am now, and this whole pandemic thing's got me thinking that, one, I need kind of I'm not regretting I sold my condo. I'm okay with that. That's cool, because I still want the fact that I want to be able to have the option to live where I want. That's the cool thing about RV life and van life as a whole. It's so cool. Just make me think that I want something in one place that I could hook it up and pull away if I move or do something. And I want to have a vehicle that, like this, that I like overland. I can hit the road. If I don't want to take the travel trailer, I can take my vehicle and I can set it up. And this is where I'm going to talk about portable power. It's the reason why, is that the wave of the future of van life is going to be portable power. Not really the system I built with all this wiring. I think it's cool, but I think the next vehicle that I have is a van. It's going to be an all-in-one power system. I'm not really going to sit there and just wire up a bunch of stuff. I'll have an all-in-one, and then certain things may require a little fuse panel thing. I can have a fuse port that's either to the vehicle or portable that can connect, with portability. It's a lot of things you can do. It's amazing how you can do this stuff, guys. I'm telling y'all. And I'm going to talk about portable power. I've talked about some of the things, but really everything that I have, I think is so cool. No matter what you're doing, whether you have a house or an RV, I think you need portable power. you need it because if power goes out, you get into God forbid you get a natural disaster or something and you're out for a few days. It's where solar is powerful, I'm telling you. But my thoughts are this, and I'm thinking about it, and it's not anything negative. This is I love this van. If I wasn't thinking about it, I'd be right here in this van. I mean, I've got everything that I want in this, with an exception. I would probably take this out and put some overheads and redo storage and maybe make this a closet for for the toilet that's under here, and a shower closet, basically. Like Jerry Tachi had one. He had it plumbed. I would just have that portable shower with a 5-gallon collapsible bucket, whereas that drain pan, what I don't use, I just drain it, just goes right out to the street. It's just water, soapy water, like when you wash your car, it doesn't hurt anything. But you have that, you know. And I like I said, I think maybe I saw it in my last video. I got to thinking I just had to go watch those Winnebago Travato videos with the van where he took the shower in the van. I was like, yeah, that's kind of cool to be able to have all that in the van in one place. I like that, you know. And he stopped at a truck stop and he had everything and had his desk space. It was permanent right there in the van how he wanted it. Now, his doesn't have much, his entail as much as me. It's just a laptop. But with me, it's a laptop with a few peripherals and my guitar. And still, I've got that, you know. But my thing is simply this, and I'm thinking about doing this. And I'm thinking about possibly selling this, which is, I know this thing, somebody would love this van. This thing is amazing. Oh man, I'm telling you, it's off grid as it gets. It's so cool. And getting like maybe an Airstream and having a vehicle to tow it, kind of like maybe a Toyota 4Runner or something. I'm not getting a real big Airstream. Hang on one second. My AC just cut off, means it's at room temperature. Let me turn the vehicle off. Hang on. Perfect. See, lock the vehicle, we're good to go. And it works like that, folks. I'm at 80 degrees. It's a cold 80 degrees. It's not like outside 80. There's just no humidity in the room. This thing it's an air conditioner like your home, but it's an auto system. It doesn't have as much BTUs as your car, but it's the BTUs that will cool an 88 square foot space. You know, that's the minute I know a needle in this. And anybody who looks at this van and want to buy it, that's gold right there alone. So I'll get the small kinks worked out. I think hopefully the battery situation, I talked to Ames with my battery of it losing power, and he said just put that charger on there. I'm gonna do it again. He said all your cells may not be lined up and you have a cell that's dropping out, that's scooping out, and it's dropping power momentarily. So, and maybe I have to try to get this battery drained down to zero and then really charge it back up and get a good fresh charge on that too. So, but you know, I've got to do a few things here, and if I were to do this, I'm gonna get a cushion for that bench. I'll probably have to pay somebody to make me one. I've exhausted my efforts of thinking, you know, what kind of couch cushion could I put on there? I'll do something nice, I really do. The drawer vase here, I remember I told you my drawer, my cabinet broke. It didn't break, but it caved in on the corner. So I've got to go get another one at IKEA. It's not expensive, it's just I have to take it off and put a new one on. But I've got to go to Charlotte anyway. I got to take some stuff back to IKEA and get that done. It'll be good to go to IKEA anyway. Something about IKEA, I really don't know what it is, but IKEA is cool. I think you could agree if you're watching this. But anyway, I'm thinking about that, you know, and my scenarios were simply this. I could easily go back to like a Class C motorhome, but I'd pull a car, and that's a pain in the ass because my current vehicle won't tow 4 wheels on the ground because of the transmission. If that were the case, I would just get like a smart car or something small, because I don't need a vehicle much for anything other than getting around. You know how that is. But then I'm thinking, you know, I got 2 vehicles I got to do maintenance on, all this crap. I'm thinking, you know, a nice travel trailer of some sort. If it's not an Airstream, it'd be something cool and nice that a car that's reasonable can pull. And I don't want anything over 22 feet, you know. I really don't. I don't need that much space, for one. Number 2, pulling it is just horrendous. So you gotta, you know, if you don't care, you can do it. Now, I follow from time to time, and I followed them a lot before I got my RV, was a channel called Less Junk, More Journey. You guys probably have followed them. Great people, They had an Airstream for 2 years. I want to find out what size Airstream they had, and because he pulled it with that Chevy Express van, but that's kind of like a cargo van, and I don't know if I want another one of that. I want to do something where it's my everyday vehicle, and I could convert it as like an overlander type. In other words, if you follow that channel, Element Life, that guy is in his Honda Element. He's actually got a little Nissan NV200 now. Side note, I had an Element years ago and never realized how cool that thing was until I saw that. But he had an Energy Kodiak. He still has it. He uses it for all his power and his lights. That's all he uses. He's got a little solar at the top. It's perfect. But he lived out of a Honda Element. But it was an overland type vehicle. So in other words, something where you can convert. I'd have my portable fridge, all in one pack, a platform bed with some totes we could put things in, space, and just some of the things you need, that work for you. And you just get in that vehicle. If you don't want to take your travel trailer, you can hit a few days and go somewhere, or whatever you want to do. It's really cool. You get that option. And another cool option is, let's say I want to pick up and just move somewhere. Well, hook the house up and let's roll, man. That's how you do it. That'd be the cool thing about that. So it's on my mind, and I'm just kind of weighing it out, I don't want to get in a hurry. I want to do my research and do it. I want to go look at some of these things, and I want to put my head together, figure out the ideal vehicle that would pull it. I got some people that get those fifth wheels, and that's just too big for me. That's crazy. I'm not doing that. Who knows? Down the road, I might go, yeah, I want to upgrade to a fifth wheel and do that. I think I need all the house I can get. They're nice. Those Grand Design fifth wheels are unbelievable. In fact, that same channel, Less Junk, More Journey, is now in a Grand Design fifth wheel. It's beautiful. They've got laundry in that thing, everything. He decked that thing out with probably 1,000 watts of solar on the roof, some serious battery bank for an option for off-grid, and he put some money into it, and yet they're still thinking about selling it and getting something else. I guess something that would cater to the needs of their kids, maybe. I don't know. I think it's perfect, but I'm not living in that. They are. But, it's going to take a little trial and error. I had my RV before this, and I know some people would ask, well, why did you just keep that RV? I would have gotten rid of that anyway, because it didn't have the configuration I would have wanted for storage. 1, 2, space for having, I sat at my desk and did my work. I think it was great, but it was just, there was a space thing with the bed and not being as open. And a few things that I didn't like about it. There was a lot of things I didn't like about it. So, it's just, you just have to look at, what you want in an RV. I mean, I might decide to go back to something like that, but we'll see. We're going to weigh our options. Meanwhile, just don't think that I don't like the van, because I love it, this thing. And if you're looking to get into van life, it's ideal. I'm telling you, it's so cool. And I'll talk more about that later and some other things, but it's just, do your research. There's a lot of things you need to know before you get into van life per se, or even buying one of these that are custom built, because it's, the insurance is going to get real tricky if you build it yourself. Very tricky. It's gotten tricky for me. Progressive wouldn't touch it because it was a cargo van. It didn't have a business attached to it. And I told them what I was looking to do, and they're like, State of South Carolina won't title as an RV. Some states will, though. Florida, I think, is one will do it, and there's some other states that will title as an RV. There's some qualifications. You just call the state you live in. If you have an outfitter build your van who's certified and has insurance and all that, and with your invoices, these insurance companies will want to see that. There's a company called Foremost that insures custom vans, but they wouldn't touch it because I built it myself. It doesn't make sense. I was like, I'd be glad to have one of your adjusters come look at it and inspect it. It's the same as what an upfitter did. I mean, it's professional without paying somebody to do it, because I knew I could build it a lot less than paying an upfitter. It's pretty expensive. Some of these upfitters are amazing, though. They do amazing work. And that's why I say, if you're going to hire somebody, whatever you do your research. Go watch those videos from Jared Tachi when he's got Mark from Nomadic Customs on there. He is really good. He gives good advice on, no matter who you use, do your research. That guy is good. He's got a 2-year waiting list on him for a build. If you want him to build for you, you're going to wait a couple of years. He's that good. He's in demand. That's a good problem to have, actually. It really is. But anyway, I'm going to get off here. It's late. tired. But just wanted to kind of wrap a little bit in my thoughts. And whatever I decide to do, it'd be kind of cool. Anyway, I'm out, and you guys have a great one. Thank you so much for watching. Be cool. Bye.